More than 30 lives lost, over 80,000 people forced to flee. And still, the skies won't let up. Northern China is facing one of its most devastating monsoon disasters in recent years, as torrential rain batters Beijing and surrounding provinces, triggering deadly landslides, flash floods, and large-scale evacuations. Since 25th of July, unrelenting downpours have swept across the capital and nearby areas, overwhelming cities and countryside alike. In Baoding, just southwest of Beijing, an astonishing 543 millimeters of rain fell within days, nearly the area's entire yearly average of 600 millimeters. The sheer volume of water has pushed communities to the brink, cutting off power, submerging homes, and turning quiet towns into crisis zones. In Beijing alone, more than 80,000 residents have been evacuated from flood-prone areas. That's the equivalent of emptying an entire town overnight. 130 villages have been left without electricity, with emergency crews working around the clock to provide aid, rescue trapped residents, and deliver supplies. In Shiwanzi village, located in Huairou district, flash floods stranded 130 villagers on what was described as an isolated island before they were miraculously rescued. But the danger hasn't passed. Just outside the capital in Hebei province, a landslide claimed at least 4 lives, with 8 people still missing. Mud and debris swept through villages, reducing homes and roads to rubble. And the threat continues to rise, literally. At Mian Reservoir, the largest in North China, water levels have surged to over 700 million cubic meters. Authorities had no choice but to release 120 million cubic meters of water starting from 27th of July to prevent a major breach. The potential consequences of a reservoir overflow are terrifying. In response, the Chinese government has allocated 200 million yuans, or $35.8 million, for flood relief. These funds are being used to support emergency rescue efforts, provide food and shelter, and rebuild damaged infrastructure. But even with funds and manpower mobilized, the skies remain a threat. China's Central Meteorological Observatory has warned that the deluge isn't done yet. 3 more days of intense rain are forecasted, and Beijing has issued its highest-level flood alert. Some areas could see an additional 300 millimeters or more of rain, adding to the already catastrophic conditions. How prepared are major cities like Beijing to deal with climate extremes becoming more frequent and severe? And what happens to the rural communities often left out of the spotlight, yet bearing the brunt of nature's fury? If you are still watching this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel 2230.